I would say probably Martin Johnson, because I just wanted to be on the pitch with him every week because he just set such an incredible standard. I think that's really easy. I always like to know how good I was as a player, and the only way I could find that out was by playing against people that were that I perceived were better than me or world class. So every time I took the field against Richie McCaw was a lesson. Well, I think for the World Cup, I think in '03 was pretty entertaining. But actually, the European Cup final in '01, when Leicester played Stade Francais, in France, which is supposed to be a neutral venue, which obviously it wasn't, was pretty much playing in their stadium. I mean, that was special. I didn't actually even get on the pitch that day, but watching the game, Leicester scored so many amazing tries. Leon Lloyd scored 2. Austin played well. Jordan played well. The forwards were brilliant. Pat Howard. It was a special day. I couldn't really look past World Cup in '03. I just think it was, all I ever wanted to do was play for England. And then once I played for England, all I ever wanted to do was win a World Cup. So doing that with that group of players and management and staff was supremely special. Well, that is really easy. Leon Lloyd, so for anyone that remembers, Leon played, 200 or 300 games for Leicester, scored two tries in the Heineken Cup final in '01. But he hates drinking. He hates it. He loves being there and thinking that he's drinking, but he'd be the first person tipping his pint into a plant pot, hiding it behind the chair, getting his wife to drink it. It was maybe sensible, actually. Maybe I'm doing a disservice, but yeah, he's a terrible. Pat Howard, who I played with, also became a coach at Leicester, who I had a great deal of time for. He brought a different atmosphere and feel to the club. It was about expression and playing the game. Dean Richards and John Wells were real Leicester men who made you feel what it was about to play for Leicester. And Andy Robinson and Clive Woodward, Andy in particular was just a brilliant forwards coach, but Clive was just an exceptional manager again, and providing, giving me an opportunity to play in that side was, I could never thank you enough to be a part of that. But so I don't know if I could ever pick one. If I'm going to pick one, I would say Ian Smith, who was my schoolboy coach when I was at Oakham School, and who gave me my first opportunity at the Leicester Tigers, and who I'm still connected with to this day. He taught me a lot about the game and what it was and why we play it, not just about winning, but it's about your peers and your teammates. I would have joined the army. So I loved history and archaeology as a kid at school, but I probably wouldn't have followed that into university. So I was looking at joining the OTC at the time. So I was looking at going through Sandhurst and joining the army. I think I always had an affinity to that environment. The fact that it was part of being a team again. It was physical. And you were given sort of processes and structures and discipline to work to. I liked the idea of that environment. So that's where I would have gone had the game not turned professional.